What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and today we're going to be going over some of the things I picked up at the Midwest Gaming Classic 2018. Woo! This big old pile of awesomeness right here is just too vast to cover all at once, so we're going to break this up into some parts. So let's check out what I'm bringing at you today. There's a lot here, so I'm going to talk kind of fast. First thing, I got this fantastic neoprene coaster from one of the vendors. Check it out. It's the Homer Simpson Time Machine Toaster. Now that goes right here on my desk for my cocktails while I'm doing my editing. Then I picked up some of these. I really wanted them last year. I was pissed I didn't get them. Super glad I got them this year. Some of these neat perler art guys. I'll show a little bit of the clip I had from his table because he had some fantastic stuff. But I think the Zelda's my favorite. I don't know. It just looks great. Colors pop. I picked up one Nintendo Power, issue 54. I got one of those old school gamer magazines. In the previous video, showed I picked up that homebrew called Tailgate, where you play cornhole through the Nintendo. So I then needed a power pad. Got a super clean one here, $5. Super glad about that. And when I got home on Amazon, I ordered a bag of bean bags because I didn't have any, so I couldn't play the game. Now I can, and I will. Next up, I only picked up 2 Famicom games. This one is called Family Jockey, and oddly enough, this is a title that I wanted. It's you being a jockey, riding a horse. It's an odd choice for a game. I don't know why they call it Family Jockey, but I like it. Then I got Best Play Baseball 2. This game is shit. I picked up one Atari game, and it is fantastic. That is none other than Porky's. Look at that cover art. Wanted that one for a while. $8. I think I got it for $6, but I thought that was a hell of a deal. I only picked up one Xbox game because that is a new console in my rotation, and it was actually a gift from one of my Midwest Gaming Classic buddies, none other than Musty Hobbit himself from Second Breakfast. We've got Crimson Skies. A little while back when I did my 100th subscriber giveaway, I asked what people wanted, and Xbox won. And in that, he asked if I ever played this game because he said it was one of his favorites. He said he had one for me. That was months ago, and he remembered to bring it. Thanks a lot, buddy. It was the second time anybody's ever given me a game, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm super excited to play it. I've got a pile of Genesis games here. Only one was loose because I actually already have the case. Long story, but Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon Trap. Now, right off the bat, I'm a little disappointed with this game. It's supposed to be one of the best Sega Master System games out there, and I've wanted it for a long time. The reason I had the case is because I bought it a while ago, but it had a different game in it. It had the original Wonder Boy, but a label variant, which is kind of weird. I think it was a European version, but this game is a little more puzzle mazy than I like. I thought it would be more platformy. Haven't got too far into it, but so far I gotta say I am a little disappointed. Now, I picked up 6 other Master System games. I only buy Master System and Genesis games in box, so I only got these 6. We've got great golf, great football, and great basketball. I already had great baseball, and you know, these games actually aren't that bad. I always assumed they would be super terrible because they're just like the most common of commons. But golf and football are pretty solid. Basketball was my least favorite of the 3. Every time you touch the player with the ball, it's a foul. I was a little too touchy for a basketball title, I thought. But either way, I need it for my collection, so I got it. I finally picked up Rocky. Been wanting this one for a long time. Now, I have heard many horror stories about this game. You know, it being super hard, just not that good. It was way better than I thought. You know, it's not the best game in the world, but The first time I played, I almost beat Apollo, and the second time I crushed him, you know, but Clubber Lane was a different story. He was a lot more difficult, but all in all, not a bad game at all. Here's one I've been wanting for a super long time. Ghost House, one of the little card ones. Now this is a game that I originally thought is an arcade title that I've been searching for since back in my childhood, but apparently this isn't the game. Either way, I still wanted it. This is another title that people say is beyond horrible, but it wasn't as bad as I thought once again. Now, talking about being as bad as you heard, that would be true about this one, Elf. I've really, really wanted this one for a long time. It went top dollar. Guy was asking 60. I think I got it for 45. It's because I didn't buy anything else from him. But, you know, I really want this game to be better than it is. I didn't put that much time in it yet, but it is pretty safe to say that it is as bad as everyone says. So another cool part of the convention was getting to meet this guy right here, Richie Knuckles, star of The King of Arcades. This is like part 2 of King of Kong. This guy was super cool. He was really funny. It was nice to hang out with him for a little bit. I gotta confess, I really didn't know much of him, and I still really don't, but I liked hanging out with him. I'm super looking forward to watching that. I do want to stress that he was funny and super personable. But I wish I would have spent more time with him, but I was dying to go buy games. Games such as these. Picked up 3 Genesis games. I only buy them in the clamshell, so I got Marble Madness. Definitely superior to the NES 8-bit counterpart, but not that much. Then I picked up Jurassic Park. Now, I had always heard, you know, kind of bad things about this game, but I rather liked it. In this version, you can play as the Doctor or be a raptor. I didn't play much as the raptor, but that part was pretty damn amusing. I played as the Doctor, and the controls weren't too bad. I heard they sucked, and I hear lots of bad things about that game, but I was rather happy with it. Now, here's one of the games on my top 10 wish list for sure, and that is Captain America and the Avengers for the Sega Genesis. This game is disappointing. I don't know how they really screwed this one up, but the graphics are pretty shitty, and it's just kind of half-assed game. It's not that bad. You know, the first board sucked. Second board where you're, you know, flying, that was a little better. Even though I'm not a shooter fan, but I kind of like that board better. But yeah, disappointed in that one. I picked up 6 Super Nintendo games, 2 of which are in fancy aftermarket clamshells. Got Lagoon and Super Black Bass. Now, I have to admit, I already have these games. I bought them as trade fodder because they were $2 a piece. And I gotta be able to get more than that for them and trade. So then we've got a couple of good titles, couple of bad titles. Hardball 3. Yeah, this one wasn't awesome at all. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been better. Here's one that I already knew what to expect. The Incredible Hulk. I have it on Genesis. I needed it on Super Nintendo. It's pretty much the same. I think the Genesis version is a little better. I hate to say that because I'm a Nintendo guy, but it is what it is. And I've got the Lion King. Kind of picked this one up for the wife. Remember, she said she played it back in the day, but on Genesis, you know, got a good deal for it. So, not a big deal. Wasn't a horrible game. Not too bad at all. Now, here's another one from my wish list. Might even have been in the top 3, if not top 5. You know, the movie was coming out, so I really wanted to pick this one up at the convention. Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. Now, this game is also disappointing. Not as disappointing as the Sega Genesis Captain America and the Avengers, but disappointing nonetheless. Yes, not that great. Graphics are cool. It starts off it's really hard. You got to get used to it. I mean, there's only 2 buttons, attack and jump, so there shouldn't be that much getting used to going on. But there was. I'm getting better at it now, but I still have only been able to beat one board, and you can select to start on any board like Mega Man, so that's a little disappointing. But I'm gonna put some more time into it because the graphics are nice and the controls are tight at least. For the final pickups here, we've got 4 Game Boy games. And they're all pretty good. Now this one right here is the only game in the world that has Charlie Sheen on the cover. Who can guess what that is? Navy SEALs. Let's get it up close to the camera there. See if you can focus in on Charlie. There he is. Yeah, bet your ass that's Charlie Sheen. The only video game in existence with Charlie Sheen on the cover. So this is not as bad as I anticipated. It's not great, but, you know, it was less than horrible. Got Mickey Mouse, Dangerous Chase. This game is not great. That's all. This one's pretty good. The Smurfs. I don't have another Smurf Game Boy game. I think it's the something Nightmare. This one's a little better. Not great, but I saved the best Game Boy game for last, and that is Gargoyle's Quest. Yes, this might be one of the best Game Boy games out there. I don't know why I never got it. I picked it up for quite a deal. I think I got it for like 15 bucks, maybe even less. They were asking 20. I know I got them down a little bit. They had a couple copies of it. But yeah, y'all know this game. It's great. Unique. I don't know why I never had it back in the day. It's right up my alley. I like it, and I look forward to playing it some more. So that's finally everything I picked up at the Midwest Gaming Classic 2018. Unless there's something else laying around here. But if there is, I'll throw it in the last segment I'm going to be doing for the MGC. And that is a video I'm going to put together with clips of the vendor hall, people I met, pictures of people I met because I didn't get videos from everyone. Got a couple of interviews in there. Little bit of play from me making the finals. No, I didn't make the finals. Making the qualifiers of the Tetris tournament. But that's all for the next video. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think about these games. If you think I'm wrong about some of them, or if I should put some extra time into some others. But, as always, thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro!